Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today I've got a ton of big stories, starting with the Ryzen 9 4900HS, official specs on the next gen Xbox, refreshed Xeon processors that are still 14nm, and a monster of a big Navi leak. Okay, it's news time, and just a few weeks ago we saw the Ryzen 9 4900U, making it AMD's first Ryzen 9 APU. Well, apparently they didn't stop at an ultra-low power Ryzen 9 as a high-performance or high-power chip was spotted at an online retailer. As you can see, it's the Ryzen 9 4900HS and it's inside a Zephyrus G14. For those who don't know, the HS designation is exclusive to ASUS for now and just means they took a 45-watt APU and moved it down to 35 watts. As for specs, the APU is still an 8-core processor but comes with a base frequency of 3 GHz and a boost of 4.4. Ultimately, this is proof that AMD is planning to launch even more Ryzen 4000 APUs soon. Of course, you won't be able to afford one if you've been hacked, unless you use the free service from today's sponsor, Privacy.com, an amazing service that lets you create virtual cards to use online. That means no one has your actual card number, and it's super easy to create new cards. Plus, each card is attributed to a single retailer, so if someone tries to use it elsewhere, it'll get declined and you'll get a notification. Then you just go in, delete it, and make another one. It's really that simple. You can even control how much can come out of each card and how often it can be charged. So what are you waiting for? It's completely free, and when you visit privacy.com/gamermeld today, you'll get $5 absolutely free once you add your funding source. So check that out in the description or visit privacy.com/gamermeld today. Next up, Microsoft officially shared some specs on their next-gen Xbox. In a series of tweets from the official Xbox Twitter handle, along with an Xbox.com post, the company gave us quite a bit of information, starting with what most assumed, given it's been confirmed to have hardware ray tracing, and that's that the new Xbox comes equipped with a custom RDNA 2 based GPU, so AMD's next-gen GPU architecture that's supposed to be coming with their big Navi card. Not only that, but they stated that it comes with 12 teraflops of computational power, which for reference, the RX 5700 XT gets 9.75 teraflops. It also comes with a custom Zen 2 based CPU, variable rate shading, HDMI 2.1, auto low latency, variable refresh rate, and a few others. Ultimately, it's clear that next-gen consoles will have quite a bit of power, though of course they're already starting a bit behind compared to PC. Still, it's not bad at all. Next up for today, Intel announced a refresh of their Xeon scalable processors. Well, they effectively updated their gold, silver, and bronze chips with more cores as well as more performance and lower costs. The new chips go from 8 to 28 cores with pricing at up to $3,950 and offer a quote average performance gain of 36%, which is certainly nothing to scoff at. With that said, these are still just a refresh, so they aren't 10 nanometers, which I think proves Intel is still having issues with scaling their newer process. Of course, this could just be their plan, but considering they're also focusing on performance per dollar instead of just performance, I think the company is still just trying to stay above water. Lastly for today, we have a report that was actually shared to me on the GamerMeld Discord server, so thanks for that, and make sure to check out discord.gg/gamermeld. Anyway, you can see that it's a tweet that claims to be from the user's contact within SK Hynix. When we dig a bit deeper, you can see that it mentions a 5950 XT, which is one of the names we've seen floating around for Big Navi. And if this is true, it's definitely a massive GPU in so many ways. The issue is that, while it does have the same ID number as a recent RRA filing, some things are really odd. So please only look at this as a rumor, though a really interesting one. So starting things off, it claims to come with a whopping 24 GB of HBM2E memory across a 4096-bit bus, which is unreal. I mean, their Radeon 7 came with 16 GB of HBM2 memory, but it only came with that much because it's essentially a repurposed MI50. Remember that 3D stacked HBM memory is really expensive. With that said, I did get to thinking, and while the Radeon 7 was rumored to lose AMD money, it's still a far cry from the price Nvidia charges for their 2080 Ti. With that said, 24 GB is only possible here with 12 high stacks, which actually is possible, but AMD themselves mentioned some constraints with going that high, stating that they believe vendors will stay at 8 high. Of course, that was a few months ago and things can change, but definitely keep that in mind. Also, while it shows the rumored 80 CUs, the ROPs are less than they should be unless RDNA 2 uses less than RDNA 1. Still, that is possible. Maybe they needed room for hardware ray tracing, and it at least shows this wasn't just made up from the rumors alone. And while the memory, and L2 cache are massive, the 2080 Ti is also a very expensive GPU, so it gives AMD some real wiggle room. Unfortunately, if this is true, while it's a monster, it won't be much cheaper than Nvidia's variant, which leads me to ask, would you rather Big Navi be cheaper than the 2080 Ti but have about the same performance, or have the same price but be more powerful? Let me know down in the comments below. And while that does it for today, make sure to check out privacy.com/gamermeld to get that $5 free today. And as always, have a great day.